Okay guys, welcome to this mini series that's called Upgrading to Foundation. I'm going to show you how you can save up to 3 times as much code as you have right now and actually make better, cleaner and faster code even if you are not professionally skilled, even as a beginner. I'm also going to talk about how anyone can take an average plugin and turn it into a beast using the Foundation system that I'll be presenting in just a few minutes. And as someone who spent over 10,000 hours of coding Minecraft plugins, I will be doing a full code review, and we're going to be taking an average plugin and turning it into an absolute beast and upgrading it to use Maven and the Foundation system. So after spending over 10,000 hours coding Minecraft plugins, I made the Foundation. It is a revolutionary system enabling everybody to make plugins faster, cleaner, and with less code, even as a beginner. And let me just prove this to you. So we have 2 files on here. The first one is the original plugin that we will be reviewing today. It has the main class. You can see a bunch of things here. Please disregard the import errors. It's just for the record of this video. It doesn't matter. So it has the main class. It has language system. It has menus. I'm going to show you how to rewrite this because this is not the best way to create menus. It has an event listener and a bunch of commands. So pretty good plugin to take as an example because there's a lot we can do with it. And this plugin is inside of that folder, and we can actually use this command here to calculate the amount of lines. It has 1,400 lines of code. Now here in the other folder, player stats folder, we have another plugin, and this is the one that we'll be coding today. It has been cleared, it has been rewritten by myself, and notice how clean this is. This is the main plugins class. There's literally nothing on there. We have the menu here. Notice the menu. This is all. That's all there is. It's a very simple menu. We have the admin command. You can see how clean that is. It's significantly less code and it's better to read. And if I calculate the amount of code in it, you'll notice it's only 502 lines. If I divide 502 divided by 1413, you'll notice that we have a 3. No, that's not how it divided. That's how it divided. We have 281% in a decrease in the amount of code. Almost 3 times. I've saved almost 3 times the amount of code, and I've increased its quality. So this is what we will be talking about today. And after talking to over 100 people of mineacademy.org, those are our students that jump on our weekly Q&A calls, I noticed common mistakes and patterns where people are often getting stuck. So I took notes, and today I'll reveal them all to you, and I'll show you, what you can do if you are wanting to make high quality plugins. So what I'm about to show you has trimmed the code by over 250%, actually closer to 300%, while increasing its performance and standards. And we're going to be using plugin template that utilizes the Foundation system, and it just makes it so simple to start and build any plugin. So anytime I'm starting to build a new plugin from scratch, I'm going to plugin template and I'm just duplicating it. And that's it. I just duplicate it and I start building right away. So basically, Foundation, what it is not simply a library. It's not simply a library, contrary to what some people think. It has the core set up, and that's in Maven, which is a system to compile your files. And it has, of course, the library part. So there is 2 parts to Foundation. It has the Maven setup, and then it has the classes and the methods you can use, and all the changes it does to plugins. So let's just go to this link. Let's open it, and let's just download the code. Now there should be 2 settings, 2 projects below this video. I just wanted to include them real quick because it's going to give you a boost in productivity. I know most of you guys are using IntelliJ, so I've included those for IntelliJ. In our courses, we do have also support for Eclipse. I may just include it down here. Just let me know in the comments and I'll include it. But for now, if you're coming from our courses, from the core training, then you can just get to the specific video and complete it from there. If you're not, then what I recommend you do is you open up that guide. It's going to guide you through optimizing your IntelliJ so that it literally will save you hours of time and gives you better setup than most people will ever have. There's literally just dozens of settings that you will need to change. Now, if you're lazy, you can try going in your IntelliJ and then going into File and then Manage ID Settings and importing settings from this one and then import all. It does work sometimes, it does not work other times. It's kind of weird. It seems like there's some problems with it. So I do recommend you stick with the guide and you change these things manually. So that's what you need. You also need the plugin template, as I already have opened. And let's just go and let's just start changing that plugin. So this here with the underscore is the plugin will change, and that one is already the reference code that I did change. So first of all, I noticed there is an underscore. I do not recommend using underscores. We'll change this to something else. Let's just close IntelliJ. I'm gonna close that project, and I can also get rid of this one. And I'll simply call it player stats plus. Do not use any symbols in here. Just stick with me and use plus here, for example. That will notify you that there's any improvement to that plugin, for example. So inside of that folder, you can see on my Mac, I have it set up. It shows hidden files. The key shortcut that I pressed is Shift, Command, and Dot. And if I press it, it's gonna show or hide files. If it doesn't work, just Google it. And on Windows it's a little bit easier. It should be somewhere here in View in Explorer, and then View, and then Show Hidden Files. And the reason we want to do it is that you want to get rid of everything, maybe except git ignore. If you are not sure what this file will do, it's going to help you import the plugin into GitHub if you will ever want it. If you obviously don't have this file, you can just download it from plugin template. And then also let's just get rid of the IntelliJ file. Now what we will do, we need first to start using Maven, because Maven will make it so easy to compile that plugin. It also supports external libraries and it also supports Foundation. So you'll notice that instead of having the package right here like this, me.alex.playerstats, I'm gonna do source, I'm gonna open it, and inside I'm gonna do main. I'm gonna create a folder main, and inside of that folder there is Java folder and there's a resources folder. Resources folder is used by Maven to put any file you want to have in your plugin jar, such as plugin YAML, and just compile it within that plugin. So I'm going to put plugin there, and then I'm going to take the me package and drag it in Java. And now we have edited how the plugin looks like. Now for this video, I want to keep this mini training to maybe 15 to 25 minutes. So I'm simply gonna show you how to, get used to Maven, and then we'll take different sections of this plugin in the next mini series. So let's just go into IntelliJ and let's open up that folder again. And we've removed everything, any settings that IntelliJ may have placed in there. Let's open it. And then I'm not gonna bother with these settings, but what I'm interested in is compile. Is Java compiler? No, compiler, and then build project automatically. I want to have that on, and then save actions. And I want IntelliJ to format this for me. I also want to support live debugger. I'm going to show you how to set it up later. We do have a video, by the way. If you're coming from core training inside Mine Academy, then you can just skip the irrelevant parts. And then what I like to do is I like to add a final modifier to these fields. It's going to increase performance just a tiny little bit, but it's going to notify me that I cannot change the field. So it's going to improve my coding standards automatically, because I will not be able to edit fields. If I will ever need to, then I'll see, and I have to maybe change my setup. And then also I want to have this one, and then maybe this one, that one, and that's it. And by the way, if you can't find this section, you actually have to have a plugin installed. That's called Save Actions. I have this fast scrolling plugin. It's very useful. Save Actions and also Presentation Assistant. Okie dokie. Now we have this here. And in this video, I'm not going to catch up everything. I'm just going to set up the SDK. I'm going to be using Java version 1.8. This will make the plugin work in 1.8.8 to Minecraft 1.17, 1.18, even the newest Minecraft that already uses Java 16. So it's going to work just fine. And by the way, I do recommend you going to your project structure and you change project language level to 8 so that you accidentally won't code using some new features if you don't need those. That's it. And also what we need, and what I actually forgot, I actually have to exit IntelliJ. So what we need here is one extra file that I forget, and I can just delete everything from IntelliJ because it's gonna mess it up. Sorry guys. So you need to go to plugin template and you need to drag this POM file into that folder. Let me just save it and drag it onto the main folder. And also, if you like to test your code without having to recompile each time, there's a build file that I'm going to show you how to set up. So we can just save it and we can maybe do it later. There we go. So the POM file works like the heart of Maven, of the system that we will use to compile our plugin, and it basically contains all different information about our plugin, such as the name, such as, you know, Java version, foundation version. I mean, everything is here as it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to be changing that much, and it's going to help Maven to build your plugin. So we're just going to go here and edit this group ID, and that's me.alex. Although I do not recommend you using anything else but small letters in your Java and in your group ID. So we'll change the Alex to small caps later. And then the artifact ID is player stats. And I like to use dash instead of underscore. And then the name of the plugin is player stats. Or here I can maybe compile it and use the same name. But here I also want to maybe add the plus as we have it. Version can be whatever you want. Packaging, do not edit. The name will be Alex. I mean, I've changed it. This is not the real name of the plugin author because I don't want you guys to find out who made that plugin. Let's just set it to Alex. And then inside we can see that there is the main class inside of the me.alex package. I'm going to be renaming that class. I don't like naming my classes main. It's just super confusing and it's a mess. So let's just redo it. me.alex.playerstats plus dot player stats, and then what I like to do is I like to append plugin. So I'm gonna give the main class the name of the plugin and then append plugin. In Java version, you can have 1.8 or 16. If you do have 16, you wanna read this full file, you need to make some edits to make this function, and namely you need to delete the comments from the plugin repositories. That's the first edit, and the second edit for Java 16 users is also this one. This needs to be 3.3.0 dash snapshot. We will not be using Java 16 because I want this plugin to work anywhere. And also, cool thing about Foundation is that we're going to make your plugin automatically compatible down to Minecraft 1.7.10. So that's really it. I'm going to just scroll down, check everything, and there we go. It's a basic Maven structure, nothing unusual. Let's just go into IntelliJ and import this plugin. Okay, so it seems like it is imported. And yes, we want to load Maven. And also it detected the build file, so we can add it as an and we can trust the project. For Eclipse, and those of you guys that use Eclipse, if you do want to do the same, then just right click Package Explorer, select import, import existing Maven project and select that project. If you want to import your and build file, go to properties, go to builders, go to new, select and builder, name it to whatever. This can literally be whatever. And then browse the workspace and select player stats and then build and click OK. I already have it here. It says new underscore project and then 1. So that's it. Let's have a look at the code. First of all, let's just edit the formatting. Let's just improve the conventions here. I'm gonna refactor this to small and then player stats plus. And there's a weird bug in these things. Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't want me to rename it, especially when I'm changing this. I'm just gonna go with my own name and then change it. There we go. And now I have to delete that old package and rename it again. There we go. And then delete my own package. There we go. And now let's just open the PAM file to see what's supposed to be in here. Okay, and then let's change the main class to this one. There we go. And also the final thing before I finish off this video is improving the build, the plugin.yaml file. So by default, this file will contain some information. We're not using it. Foundation takes away the burden of using that file, including commands. So you can just get rid of everything. And then go to plugin template, go to resources, and go to plugin YAML. And you can just copy everything that's right in here. Place it maybe down here. There we go. Project name will be pulled automatically from your build. Version, the same. Main class, it's going to be pulled from here. And then author, likewise. API version, do not edit it. It's used to give the plugin maximum compatibility. Yes, it's going to work on 1.17, 1.18, or even 1.8.8. Just do not touch it. And then soft depend. So Foundation supports a lot of plugins. If you don't use those, obviously you don't have to have them here. I just keep them in here so that I'm not gonna see these weird soft depend console messages. And then commands, we do not use commands here. We load them directly within the plugin to save time. So I can get rid of everything. And now I'm not sure, we can maybe add a new config, and let's just add a new Maven config. And let's clean and install it, and let's just check it out if it's gonna work, if we need some final edits before I finish off this video. Maven puts your plugin inside the target folder. Okay, so apparently we did not build it. That's a weird error. Let me just have a look at what's going on in here. Looks like, okay, so there is bucket package is missing, and that should not be missing, because Foundation already includes this here. So if that happens, sometimes you will need to open up the hidden M2 folder and then go to com, GitHub, Kangaroo Co, Foundation, and check it if you have the version. And that's actually here. So it is downloaded properly. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe just right click and then go to Maven and reload project. For Eclipse, this typically never happens to me. IntelliJ, sometimes it's bugged out. I'm not a big fan of IntelliJ because of these things. Yeah, and now apparently it works. So let me just click on the hammer here to build it. Although we did check the build automatically. Yeah, and we're still getting errors. So yeah, there's a bunch of things we need to edit because the plugin has been created with an older Minecraft version. So school item and then byte 3 is the player head. You can just get rid of everything else. And then stained glass pane, we actually need to put gray in front of it. And then let's just do the same here. And here, yeah, you can see there's a lot of repetition. We will get rid of all the repetition in the code. And that's fine. I'm not judging the author. I'm just saying that it's fine for now. We will get rid of it as you progress. As you get better, you should not repeat yourself in your code. There we go. What's next? Okay, down here, event get inventory. Yeah, so Bucket also changed that. Well, and we can get rid of this one. It's always true. And then get inventory should be, I think, get view, and then it's called get title. And let me try to compile it right now. So that Maven is going to put your plugin jar inside of the target folder, as you can see right here. I'm just going to go into any server, for example 1.17, put it in the plugins folder, and let's see what happens. Okie dokie, so seems like there is a problem with the actual plugin, not with our change. Looks like it tries to create a file called stats. I'm not going to fix it in this video. Yeah, it's trying to get this file, but it's not here. So the plugin author apparently made the mistake of requiring the users to already have the stats file. And it's right here. So I do think reloading will fix it, if I'm not mistaken. No, I am mistaken. So yeah, it's just, there's just a bunch of other issues with the original plugin. I did not test the original plugin previously. I'm not sure how the author got it running, but I get plugins like this sometimes, and there's people coming on Q&A calls sometimes with these weird plugins. They do not run unless I do some magic customization. This is not how you want to create your plugin. You want to make your plugin that's going to work for everybody, not just yourself. Okay, so player stats plugin 50. Okay. Yeah, okay, so that's not gonna work because we've deleted these commands from the plugin.yaml folder. I'm gonna be showing you how to rewrite these things in the next video. Let's just finish off this video because I know we are at 22 minutes now. And let's just go and let's just make this plugin at least load. And then we can build on it. And in the next videos in this series, we'll take everything that's in here and we will increase its standards, etc. I'm going to show you how to get commands running in a way that's better, that's going to enable you to create like a multi-command system. Also, we will talk about menus, settings, and all things like that. Okay, now killing stats has been enabled. So that one works right now. It's pretty difficult to get it running. Okay, so that's it for today's video. And in the next video, we will look at the main class, and we will start by taking a look at the settings file and the language file. Thank you.